Northern Japan was pushed to its limits as a powerful winter system buried the city of Sapporo under relentless snowfall. Across Hokkaido, snow fell hour after hour, driving ground accumulation toward nearly 1 meter and marking one of the harshest midwinter episodes the city has faced in years. The storm didn't arrive suddenly, it built steadily, overwhelming infrastructure piece by piece. Transportation networks struggled first. Rail services were repeatedly disrupted as tracks filled in, switches froze solid, and drifting snow reduced safety margins for crews and commuters across the city. Road travel slowed to a crawl. Snowplows worked non-stop just to keep main routes passable, but residential streets often fell behind. Deep ridges of compacted snow formed, making driving difficult and limiting access for emergency vehicles in many neighborhoods and suburbs. For residents, the storm became physically exhausting. Hours were spent clearing entrances, sidewalks, and rooftops as snow climbed toward windowsills and roof edges. What normally felt like routine winter maintenance quickly turned into relentless labor. Measured snow depth in parts of the city reached roughly 100 centimeters, levels rarely seen in recent winters. Enough to reshape streets, rooftops, and daily routines across the urban landscape. What stood out most was how fast it happened. In some areas, several dozen centimeters fell in just half a day, highlighting the intensity and efficiency of the atmospheric setup feeding snow directly into the region. This wasn't just heavy snowfall, it was sustained pressure, testing infrastructure, endurance, and how quickly a modern city can adapt when winter refuses to let up. Cold surface temperatures kept the snow dry and powdery, allowing it to build up quickly while creating additional hazards. Light snow was easily lifted by the wind, then compacted and polished into slick, slippery surfaces across roads and walkways. Reaching this depth marked a significant seasonal threshold. It was the first time in several years that snow cover in Sapporo exceeded 1 meter during midwinter conditions across the urban core. The atmospheric setup allowed snow clouds to continuously regenerate. Instead of moving offshore, they lingered over populated corridors, enabling steady accumulation even in dense neighborhoods during long stretches of persistent snowfall. Snow continued to fall heavily as cold Arctic air flowed across the Sea of Japan, feeding moisture into the system. This process repeatedly reformed snow clouds over Hokkaido, concentrating intense snowfall over the Sapporo metropolitan area. The broader weather pattern featured a deeply entrenched winter circulation. Frigid air surged southward and interacted with relatively warmer ocean waters, a classic setup for prolonged sea-effect snowfall across northern Japan. This event was part of a wider regional outbreak. Other communities along the Sea of Japan also experienced heavy snow, prompting warnings for continued accumulation across northern and central regions of the country. Earlier winter systems had already created uneven snow distribution. As fresh snowfall piled on top of existing base layers, stress increased in areas where depths were already substantial, raising concerns for mobility, infrastructure strain, and public safety. This wasn't just another snowstorm. It was a sustained winter pattern, one that tested how long cities and residents could endure snow that simply refused to stop. If you found this breakdown clear and useful, consider giving the video a like. It helps more people find calm, objective coverage of extreme weather events. Share this video with anyone interested in storms, natural disasters, or emergency preparedness. And subscribe to the channel if you want more in-depth analysis of how weather truly impacts the systems we rely on. Now, we'd like to hear from you. If a storm like this hit your area, which decision do you think would be the hardest, and why? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Stay informed, stay prepared, and we'll see you in the next episode.